Hi, this is Cheryl St.Pierre of Majestic Wire Artworks. Recently, I was asked to make a matching pendant for these earrings. These are actually fancy ear wires, but I also make earrings like this using very similar leaves. So it's basically, I just make myself a very long head pin to do this and then just put it on an ear wire. So, I mean, for earrings, you have the two options. And note that I have a bead on this one. I'm not sure what a bead would look like on this earring because it would make it, I don't know, it would make it do goofy things, I would think. You can experiment with that and go ahead and try. But, so this is the way I went with having a bead. So what I've come up with so far for matching pendant is I made this very simple small pendant that matches exactly, and I've used a pencil as the mandrel to get the shape of the leaf. But I thought maybe we could make a bigger leaf, for the pendant, and doing so, it gives you more options of beads that you can put in there. So right now I have 4mm round black onyx beads in this pendant, and then another option you can do is put a bead above it. And again, I have my 4mm black onyx, and then I've got a 10mm smoky quartz sitting above it. So I just thought, you know, it'd be great to have those options. And today, what I'm going to do, because most everybody has 4mm bicones, I'm going to show you how to make this pendant without the bead above with 4mm bicones. So what you're going to need to make the particular pendant we're going to make in the video is 3 4mm bicones of your choice, and you're going to need an 8-inch piece of dead soft wire. Could be sterling silver. Sterling silver would look really good with this pendant. So what you're going to need, I'm going to have the supply list written below, but I'm just going to let you know what you need here now. Okay, so with the 8-inch piece of wire, I would like you to grab your ruler and measure 2.5 inches. So if you're going to make the smaller pendant, I would check into the earring tutorial, and you could do it exactly like this. It just would have a tiny bit more waist, so you could just follow along with this to make this small one, and I will tell you what to do. Or you could go to that tutorial and follow it there. The measurements are a little bit different because it uses, and really it's very minimal change. I'm giving you an extra 1/2 inch to work with here, so it's gonna, you know, if you're using silver, it's going to use a 1/2 inch more, and maybe 1.5 inches in total more silver. So that's your choice. Just follow along with this one. So what I want you to do is at 2.5 inches, give it a tight band and crimp that band close together to make the tip of the leaf like that. Now, if it twists on you, mine didn't, but if it does, sometimes it does, you just hold the tip in your pliers and just straighten it out, and then it'll be fine to work with. And now what I want you to do is just spread apart your leaf like this. Now, the further apart you spread it, the shorter your leaf will be. And since we want to get 4mm beads in there, let's not spread it too far. We don't want it a full 45 degrees. And then with the small earrings, you would want to use just a regular round HB pencil. This one's Paw Patrol. Cute, hey? But with the bigger leaves, I'm using a Jiffy marker, just a regular size Jiffy marker. And so that makes a world of difference with the size of your leaf. So that now I want you to take this Jiffy marker and take the long wire first and bend it around like this. So you can see like this. It's going, the tip's straight up and the wire's going at a 45-degree angle from the tip. And we're going to do just the opposite with the short wire, and the short wire we want to sit on top. Okay, now the next thing to do is bend the wire, and this is going to take practice. So you're going to bend the wire so that it's running along the same line as the tip, and that'll make sure that your leaf is centered. And I'm not sure if I'm exactly centered. I'm going to take my pen out and give it a good look. And you can do this too. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. I might want it a little bit further that way. So what you would do, just so I can demonstrate to adjust it, is I'm going to just push the corner over with my pliers just a little bit more. So I don't know if you caught that, but it's just a little bit over. Now I'm putting the pen back in because we need it for support. So I'm going to hold the leaf tightly against the pen, and now I'm going to take this wire and wrap it around, okay, like that. And you see it's actually bent at an angle. I want to push that down. I'm going to take my pliers like this and push that down. And then I'm going to straighten this out at the bottom like this. This is the back of the leaf, and that'll help it. If you're going to put a bead up there, it's going to help it sit straight. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is bend this wire down, and we don't want too much of a curve here because then the beads won't sit nice on it. So bend it down like that so it's in the center. And now you take your 3 bicones, put them on. Okay, so it fits. There's lots of room. I made this leaf nice and big. Now, if I would have spread this apart more, I would have had a shorter leaf and it wouldn't have had as much room, but this has lots of room. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is about 1/16 of an inch, 2 millimeters short of the tip. I want you, find my snips. I want you to snip off the wire here. So it's 1/16 of an inch shorter than the tip of the leaf. And then I want you to take the tip of your chain nose pliers and make a small little loop to lock in the beads. It also makes it so there's no sharp edges, and that's what it looks like. And the next step is to push it down so it sits in the leaf, not up, and that way it won't catch on anything and ruin the leaf when you're wearing it. And I'm going to double check the wire bent again here. I'm going to just straighten that out again. Now it's straight. So it's always good to do all these little checks while you're doing your project, and it just makes your work that much more professional. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, now if you were to choose to put a bead on it, this is where you put the bead, and then the following steps would be exactly the same, but we're not doing a bead. So I just want you to be aware, this is the front of the leaf, this is the back. So when we're making the bail, we want to be facing the back. And so you're going to take your round nose pliers, and you should know what distance on your round nose pliers will give you 3 wraps. And on these pliers, it's about here. And then I'm going to push my wire forward, And then I'm going to go as big as I can on my round nose pliers for the bail. And the leaf actually gets in your way, so you can't go as big as possible. But I have a solution for that, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I bent it around like that. And now I'm going to ladder up my round nose pliers, and now I'm going to push it down and stretch. So this is what's hard on my nails, is doing things like this. Stretch it like that. Now it's the full size. And now we've got to make a second loop. So you got to take out your pliers, put it back in. And I have my second loop, and it's like that now. So it's done 2 full circles. And I'm going to put in my pliers and stretch both sides to be the full size so that they're the same size. And it's nice and round. And I'm going to put my pliers back in for support now. And I'm going to do 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. And then I've got the wire facing the back, and that's where we'll snip it off. And then you crimp it in. Okay, so the next check is to see if your bail is sitting nice and straight and adjusting it. Just take your pliers and wiggle it till it looks just right. And there it's done. Quick and fun and really cute. Well, thank you for joining me in this video. Thank you for requesting to make this video. And God bless to all of you. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.